Hey guys, welcome back to another elemental. This one goes out to my water signs, and let's get into it. So basically, I'm getting like the first thing I heard when these cards came out was back to the drawing board. We have a magician, and the magician is the card of manifestation. It's a card of magic. It's the card of really figuring out what it is that you want and starting the fool's journey to go after it. Because the fool just kind of starts the journey, and then the magician is like, we need a little manifestations to get to where we're going. And that's really the point that we're at. But I really get back to the drawing board, okay? And I feel like for this is a lot of people like going back and starting their manifestations over again. Either a lot of your manifestations have just come through what they come through, or you're in this spot where you realize what it is that you've been manifesting this entire time isn't actually what you want. So you're having to go back and really reevaluate the person that you are now from when you were when you first started these manifestations. I'm telling you that by going back to the drawing board, for a lot of you guys, plain and simple, like this has to do with love. Like plain and simple, this has to do with love, and you're being asked to go back, reevaluate what it is that you want, and it's like Spirit's trying to bring you in that vibrational match, okay? Because we have, and when I say this, we have like the Hierophant, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Lovers. For some of y'all, if this is one of them, I'm just saying, some people get to live out all my fantasies, and I just live here, you know? We'll just leave it at that. Some people get to live out all the fantasies. But this Hierophant talks about going to a new level. Whether this has to do with love or not, this talks about going to a new level, and that's what why Spirit's making you go back, is because that no longer fits you. Yeah, it was a great little jumping point, but it was never where you were meant to actually go. It was never what you were meant to actually have. You're meant to be emotionally fulfilled. But not just that, like this is your wishes coming true. This is your manifestations coming through pretty quickly with this King of Wands over here. Followed by the Sun. Y'all, if y'all don't go back to the drawing board and figure out what it is that you really want, what is really truly in alignment with you and the person that you are, your soul essence and your core, girl, boy, them's days. I don't care if you're a dinosaur watching this. Go back to the drawing board, figure out what it is that you want. Because like I said, it's like Spirit's trying to bring you in your vibrational match. This is a balance of not just the masculine, but the feminine. For those who have no interest in love, this is the balance between your masculine and your feminine. This is the balance of, that sounds like a good idea. And then taking action towards it, being able to create and to be a creative while still constantly taking action towards what it is that you want, baby. Sorry, this reading just has me on some like goofy, but that's because like no matter what, like things are, water signs, y'all, things are about to change. Like you're about to get seen. I feel like for some people this might actually be like a promotion, but either way, you're about to be seen. So if you are looking out for that love of your life, you're being asked to go back, manifest what it is that you want. I personally say to do it on a Thursday or a Friday. Put that under your pillow. Let the universe do her thing. Let the universe do her thing. You know, if you are looking for love. If not, Steve Harvey says to write down a list of 300 things that you want to manifest in this world and to do it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've done it and half of my list has came to fruition. But as usual, what do I know? Have a great day. Bye. All Alrighty guys, welcome back to another elemental. This one goes out to my earth signs. Let's see what it is that we got. So first off, we have the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. When I saw these two cards, it's honestly, when I saw this card, and it honestly talks nothing about actual mastery, I was like, oh, my earth signs are about to get into just this energy of mastery, of really stepping into themselves. Yes, get into it. There's a lot more in here, but let's just talk about these two first. Okay, so the Eight of Wands really comes in and tells you that things are moving pretty quickly. And the Eight of Pentacles comes in to talk about this point of mastery. And I feel like for a lot of my earth signs, you are coming to this point of mastery. You guys have gone through a lot, and Spirit's honestly saying right now it's time to let go of that. I absolutely love this. Spirit is really telling you it's time to let go of those toxic behaviors, those toxic people, those people that mean you absolutely nothing. But not just that, it's time to let go of your self-belief. It's time to let go of self-sabotage. Whoa. It's time to let go of self-sabotage. You are the main person that's getting in your own way. Okay? I'm a Virgo, so I'm saying this to myself, baby, okay? It's not just you. I'm coming from my own dome here. But Spirit is really saying right now, it is time to let go of those self-sabotaging, that energy of not necessarily feeling like you're worth it, because baby, you're freaking worth it. Yeah, you've had losses in the past. Yes, you have poured out too much into other people's cups, into other people, into other things that did not help you in the long run. But Spirit's telling you that that cycle's over with. That's what it's saying over here with the self-mastery and with the fact that things are moving so quickly. Some of y'all might honestly feel like things are going a little too good. Things are going a little too good. There is still so much more, but you're being asked, before I get into these other cards, you're being asked to be patient. Right under this card, though, I have to say, is another Eight of Wands. So it is, things are about to pick up. Like, if you have been like sitting back and wondering like, why is it that things aren't moving forward? Spirit just had you in a place of rest, because things are about to pick up like you would not imagine. And that's why Spirit's saying you need to get the self-sabotaging energy out of the way, because you don't want to mess up that blessing when it comes. Trust and believe, because then you'll have to start all over. And this is coming from somebody who has built 3 platforms and is doing it again. That being said, when it comes to the bottom of the deck over here, we're talking about the Emperor. This is a really empowering energy. This is you stepping into your power, baby. You also have Love Begins, but I don't necessarily take this just as like love is starting, but I do take this as love, abundance is coming in. Like, your cup is going to be filled over. All of that energy that you've given out to other things is all going to start coming back to you, but you are the catalyst for it coming back. You've got to make those steps to make sure that it's your cup that's getting filled before you're filling up somebody else's cup. And that's not coming from a selfish place. That's coming from a place of, if you are drained, if you do not have enough for you, you don't have enough for anybody else. Plain and simple. You're not going to have anything for anybody else because you can barely do for you, okay? So with that being said, we have material prosperity and firm foundation. Understand, as you step into these places of self-mastery, as you let go of this doubt and this fear, that what you're moving towards is beautiful, okay? Listen to me. Those things that you have gone through are things of the past. Those aren't current. That's not what's going on right now. Stop looking for them, because you're actually building on something that's going to be firm. This is something that's going to last for a lifetime. This is something that if you keep at it, You'll be building a legacy, baby. But as usual, what do I know? Have a great day. Bye. Welcome back to another elemental. This one goes out to my air signs, and let's get into it. So first off, let's just say my air signs, because I knew somebody was gonna have something today, but there's this conflict that's coming up. For a lot of you, this may be an inner conflict, but there's a lot of conflict coming up, and it's almost like a lot of you guys are feeling like you don't have choices, that you had so many options and now it seems like things are kind of narrowing in. And it's like, it's almost going from this feeling of like, I can do absolutely anything, to almost like, not, I can't do anything. It's more so this feeling of, it's like the fear of missing out, but it's not that you're missing out on something, more so like an opportunity, but not quite an opportunity. It's just the options. It's almost like you had a lot of flow in different directions, and now that flow's starting, instead of it dropping out into a bunch of streams, it's all kind of being drained into one river. And it's almost like it being put all into this one river makes you feel the energy is a little trapped. The energy doesn't feel really moving, really what it just doesn't feel good. It just feels trapped. Air doesn't like to be trapped. So, but I feel like as you go down this path, because we have trapped in fear here, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords really is the card of being trapped in fear. It really is the card of being your own mental prison, but you have the ability to get out at any point. All you have to do is change your mindset, to look for that inner wisdom. And as you look for that inner wisdom, that inner guidance is always going to put you back on the flow, back on the path of the least resistance. And I feel like right now you've kind of been put into a path of resistance to be able to expand. And I say this for two reasons. Number one, the other card that came out in this particular deck is the Queen of Wands, right? I love the Queen of Wands because the Queen of Wands, she's really not moved by emotions. She is really just one who's like, she's very blunt, very in your face, very charismatic though. Very magnetic. This is a point to not chase but attract, to allow those things to come to you that it is that you are seeking, that it is that you feel like you're missing. Because Spirit's really asking you right now to bring in a little balance, baby. To bring in a little balance with this Two of Pentacles. That's really what it talks about, is having balance, being balanced. I'm just weird. Okay, anyways, but then we also have the Three of Cups. As you connect to your spirit team, and as you connect to your spirit team, they're going to open up more opportunities for you. Truly, they're gonna open up more opportunities for you, but you're also being encouraged to communicate. Don't just brood, but communicate. Don't necessarily be moved by emotions, but don't be emotionless. Because you do have a lot of emotional factors here. Don't shut down your emotions. Allow them to flow and allow that energy to come back to you. You're not stuck. You're not trapped. Everything's working out for you better than you can imagine. But you gotta imagine it. But hey, as usual, what do I know? Have a great day. Bye. Okay guys, welcome to another elemental, and this one goes out to my fire signs. Let's get right into it. The song that I keep on hearing is that song Get Up, Stand Up for Your Life, right? But you're being asked as you stand up, because there is something that is coming in. There is something big that is coming in, or it has already started to come in. But when it comes to my fire signs, there is something huge that is about to happen. It's going to, I don't necessarily get that bad vibes, but what I do get from it, especially when it comes to these obstacles and challenges, I get that it's a lot of unforeseen things. But it's almost like if you stand your ground, I'm doing this totally backwards, but it's almost like if you stand your ground through these obstacles that are coming in and you don't waver, don't try to bend the will of anybody, but don't allow anyone to bend your will. Stand in your power. These obstacles and challenges are going to be something that you look back on and that you think, wow, wow, I can't believe that if it hadn't have been for this thing that I saw as a complete mishap, I wouldn't be where I am today. Wow, you're being encouraged to communicate. But with this, honestly, I don't even think that you're really being encouraged to communicate. I really get that you're being encouraged to stand your ground, but it's like it's giving someone communicating, but being very immature with their way of communicating, very immature with their way of, conveying their emotions. They're not very good at it. Very immature, very in your face. I don't care what it is that you think, and honestly don't care about hurting your feelings. And this person may have made you feel, or this might be what's coming up, may make you feel like this situation, this person has betrayed you, stabbed you in the back. But Spirit's telling you that if you stand your ground, like, yeah, this is a little unexpected. Yeah, this is a little much. But by standing your ground and not wavering, being true to yourself and standing in your power, you are actually going to gain so much more. And the situation will not have to repeat itself. Let me repeat that. If you learn this particular lesson, because for a lot of y'all, this is something that it's not new. It's a cycle. It's something or somebody that even if it's not the same person, it's a similar situation. You've given away too much of your power. This person knows it. They know it. And they're using that to their advantage. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let somebody have power over you. Learn the lesson that is coming through this so that you can be able to move away from this, because you're better than that. You're a fucking star, baby. Have a great day. Bye.